Okay, perfect. There we go. Wonderful. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our part three call, the Unleash AI for Expansion. One thing that we are obviously looking to build on each week is not only some of the things we were teaching and learning, a bit of foundational things. Vicky's been really good at that. Hopefully, you've been practicing and in a mode of talking to your chat GPT as you walk your dog or just talking in a partner sort of manner. And today we're going to bring that together with expanding your vision for your business. And we have something really exciting to kick that off. Actually, let me just open up. There we go. Okay, now I can see this better. So welcome back, Vicky. How are you?
Hi. Excellent. Very
Good,
good.
good.
Um,
Awesome.
okay, actually, before we do the order of business,
Yeah.
Linda, do you want to take this opportunity to share? So the reason we're doing the call the way we're doing it too is because Linda had a transformative experience using or being participating in a group discussion like this about the future vision of lead tribes. And also, okay, yeah, start there. Yeah, you can share.
Awesome. So I did this exercise with Vicky previously, and honestly, it really is eye-opening, mind-blowing, and all the things that just come together where we always think like how to articulate things, but when you see it done and completed, and you can look at your life purpose and your life's mission in terms of your business. And now that I have that and I did that question answer scenario, I can now move from a place with my AI as a partner to say, keeping my vision in mind, answer these questions, keeping my business plan in mind with my vision and my mission. So this is changing everything than getting your standard ChatGPT answers. Okay. So we decided, and a lot of you already had said, I want to do that. I want to know my mission and my purpose. That's awesome because once your chat has that mission and purpose, we're going to let all these people in here. Okay. Good morning. And it just changes everything and just makes you super efficient and super clear and effective because now you can execute from a place of like, I got this because I know exactly what's going to happen. I also asked for a bit of pre-work in our email, if everybody got down to the bottom in the bright green, to have like a 3-year business plan or like a 3-year, income goal or a business goal. Now we're going to do the pre-work here. Like I said, we're going to practice on your voice to text. Everyone can be muted. Just please put your happy faces on so Vicky and I can see you. This is where we're going to do the work. We're going to do the
Yeah.
work. And then we're going to break out and talk about it real quick. And then we're going to keep doing the work. So go ahead. I'm just excited about it.
Yes. Okay. So Linda keeps saying we're going to do the voice to text, which is true. And the reason we're
Yeah.
going to do that is something called stream of consciousness. So we all have half-baked thoughts and ideas in our head, and we don't have the words, and we also don't necessarily have the ability to make those synergies. So you're going to talk naturally, and it might come very foreign to some of you. If you're used to voice notes, it's the same idea. Stream of consciousness. Just think about answering the questions with as much detail and as much nuance and as much emotion as you can. Like bring your human self to this experience and let the AI do the work of finding the maps and and connecting the dots. And that's where we're going to really experience AI as a thought partner. It's taking everything that you are experiencing, even if you don't think it makes sense, you're going to be wowed by how intelligent this artificialness is at actually weaving together what you're sharing. And we're going to do that by doing an exercise called the Ikigai. So I'll explain that in a sec. So we're going to go through what I like to call the AI hierarchy of needs and seeing where AI as a thought partner sits in that hierarchy. We're going to do this exercise. So you're all going to have 15 minutes. Again, voice to text. You can either do it on your phone or you can do it on your computer. So this is going to be a custom GPT. I'm going to share this link with you and you're going to follow step by step. We're going to break out really quickly so you can share something really amazing about what you experienced. I want to share with you, I want to take a little bit more time today to share about my online membership area for continued learning. We do, of course, have a bonus call, and that's where the goal setting is going to come into play a little bit more, and then time for questions. All right. So Where does AI as a thought partner sit? It sits at the top. And that's because, as in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, at the bottom is food and shelter. So, what we covered in the first week was like the quick wins. Where are you going to see the most time saved using AI? Because that's going to be your adoption into AI. You're going to be like, oh, yes, I absolutely have to learn this if I'm going to save 5 to 10 to 20 hours a week doing the stuff I don't want to be doing anymore. And then last week, we touched a little bit more on like information gathering, competitive research. So the two workflows I love in this category are the SEO strategy and really identifying how you can rank higher and be more visible, and then doing like that market research, like that workflow that we did with Kate Kasser on how you can stay up to date in your industry. And these are workflows that you can do on a repetitive basis. So you don't have to keep asking the same question. You want to train your AI to know how to answer that on a regular basis. And then Thought Partner sits at the top. So you're not going to see quick wins here necessarily, but it certainly has the potential to have the biggest impact. And we like to call it collapsing strategy and execution. So, something that's really important here to keep in mind too is the human nervous system moves a lot slower than AI. So, when you start collapsing these two really big concepts together, it can start to feel a little like a little overwhelming. Oh my gosh, like you're getting all of these insights and these downloads are coming so fast. So, pay attention to that and go at a speed that works for your nervous system. So I'm curious, who here has heard of the Ikigai at all? Anybody? I see a few I see a few faces on my screen. Don't see everyone, but if you have, if you can just write in the chat or raise your hand if you've ever heard of this concept, because it's an ancient concept. It's certainly not new. Comes from the Japanese, and it means like, what's your reason for being? Like, why are you here? So before you could do this exercise in the traditional way, probably journaling and answering the steps. Now we're going to do it using AI. So what that means is there's there's four categories that you're going to examine today. What brings you joy? What are your skills? What does your community or your society or the world need? And how can you make money offering it? And all you have to do is just focus on answering each one of those in as much detail as possible. And we're going to let the AI do the connecting work. Okay, so I'm going to share the link. Are there any questions? Now's a good time while I pull up the link.
I'm just going to share while you're doing that. My husband did this Ikigai before me. Actually, he was so excited to do it. So he went and did it on his own. And after an hour, he came back and he was just like mind blown because he realized he needed to change his trajectory of his business. And after the Ikigai, this is for real, guys. This is for people who know my husband. He took the next 8 weeks to build another company and build another business built on his skills and the answers from Ikigai. And it has been an incredible shift. It really is. And so this is where when you find that purpose, like he's got a pep in his step like I haven't seen now in his 10 years of doing what he used to do. So it's really, really, really interesting. So we can hit all of our income goals and all the other things, but what if we weren't doing the right thing and on the right path and didn't have the passion to bring out the best of us to give to the world? So this is where we're going to take like one step back almost like, right? Let's just make sure. And then we're going to hit it with the income goals and business goals. So does that make sense? And I just want to give Vicky like a huge shout out because from our community here, we're getting lots of wins. So I just want you to hit in the chat with a 777 if you have learned something really cool in the last two classes. Today we're gonna get on that again. So thank you so much for everything you're sharing and putting this all together compactly for our 60 minutes together. So go ahead.
Okay, so another reason we wanted to do the Ikigai. So this GPT was developed by the company I used to work at, and he was obsessed. The only way he wanted to share AI with people was for human expansion. He was all about human augmentation. How can we bring more of our skills to the world, do more of our passions, make money doing it? And so this has been the most impactful GPT that he has in his suite. This is the one that we've always done on free master classes. This is how we welcomed people in to the space of AI because it was such an emotionally transformative experience. So if you can all go ahead and open that link, I want to make sure that everybody has it. And I'm going to so this is the screen. So what you're going to do, so you always want to click whenever I share a GPT with you. If anyone here did do either the brand architect or the content calendar that I had shared in previous the follow-up emails in the Google Doc, it's the same idea. So you're going to click this button and you're just going to follow the steps, and it works one step at a time. And so you just like it's going to give you the overview, and that's going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so much. And then it's going to just say, okay, let's start with step one. And so it's going to ask you very specific questions around what brings you joy, because just answering the question, what brings you joy, is really hard. So these more tailored questions are going to give you an opportunity to be more specific. And then as you answer, it's going to dynamically generate. So for like step two, it's going to dynamically generate questions that are going to be relevant for you. So my questions would actually be different than somebody else's. And then you're going to move on. So then you're just, as you feel comfortable, as you're like, step one looks good, step two looks good, you're going to move through. And the idea is that in take 15 minutes, we would really love to get to the overlaps because that's where the magic is going to happen. So move through it at a pace that feels good, but keep in mind that you're going to have more time to go back and really dive deep. So let's just really try to get to stage five because I want you guys to experience that magic and I want you to be able to share that in the breakout. If you want to do it on your phone, the second you hit that button here, now if I go into ChatGPT on my phone and I open my chats, it's going to show up on my phone. So if you do want to do the voice to text on your phone, you can do that. You're going to record on your phone and then you would just come up here on your computer and refresh and it's immediately going to populate on your computer. So you can do both at the same time. Does that make sense? You can also certainly record on your computer. Everybody now, even PCs, have the record button. So that's available to you as well.
I'll start the timer so
Okay.
that we do get that 15 minutes because it's literally going to keep prompting you. And when each you've completed the joy, like you can't answer it anymore, then you just say, I'm complete. And it will finish that section and take you to skills and strengths. And then it will ask you a couple of questions. And then when you're done, you're like, I've told it everything I'm really good at. Say I'm complete, and it will again just keep going through it. It's good to do for at least 10 minutes. If you're super fast, I'd wonder if you told it all of the stuff you have. So again, I'll set the timer. We're all here so that you can ask questions.
Yeah, ask questions in the chat so
Yeah.
that everyone can stay on mute, and Linda and
Yes.
I will be able to answer. And if necessary, we can grow it into a breakout session. But yeah.
Cool. Just setting the timer. All right. Awesome. Hmm. I feel like we should talk quietly. I will.
For me, music brings me joy. and also I love to help others. I
We still have 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes just to let everybody know. Hopefully, you're getting through your questions. Okay, okay, everybody, and this is time. That is time. So just like Vicky said, it doesn't have to be completed in its entirety. You can still go and tweak afterwards because now we're going to show you where to keep it on your chat on the left. So you can always keep going and revising. You're evolving, your mission might evolve too, but we wanted to have that basic sense of purpose and direction in order to get to those goals and expanding your vision. So I just want to share So obviously, Vicky and I were chatting, okay, during this time, back and forth with voice notes, so we weren't bothering you. But here's what she said, which I love, which is everyone wants the quick, easy prompts to revolutionize their business. But there's a lot of smoke and mirrors, and with AI, not everyone is realizing how deep and evolved it is to use it as a business partner. So you're no longer having conference calls or team meetings. This is your AI partner leveraging and leaning into this is the most fantastic thing you can do for your business. And that's what we're helping you get to. If we don't get to the goals today, which again we're talking about, I gave you, some income goals or 3-year business goals. That's going to be on the bonus call anyways. We needed to do this deep work. I would want to commend you for doing the deep work
Yeah.
because now everything can talk to your mission, your purpose, your passion, your goals. And yeah, let's have some joy. Maybe you needed to bring up the joy. Maybe you need to, you're just going to see so much now. And thanks, Jennifer wrote already. That was incredible. So thank you for sharing that. We want to hear more of that. So everyone wants to find one AI for all your solutions. Nope, not happening.
Exist.
Okay, it doesn't exist. And we realized that we had some people hop off. It is what it is. We're not going to be able to satisfy everyone's needs, but this is how we feel is best served for you. Okay, so let's go.
Okay, so thank you for staying. Yeah, like Linda said, we had some people drop off. This exercise isn't for everyone. It's really, this requires you to really go inward. So thank you for staying and for, believing that this is worth it. We're going to break out now into groups of 2. So Linda's going to put everybody into a breakout group, and you're each going to have, so if you can please time yourself or just keep track, 3 minutes each to share something about either the GPT experience, about just doing the exercise in general. Was there a synergy in particular that you thought was really cool? Was it a confusing and overwhelming? And how's your nervous system? Whatever it is you want to talk about. You have 3 minutes each. And then we're going to come back and we're going to do a quick group share before we move on. Oh,
Just grab your room. That's all I was saying. Grab your room. Okay, good, good, good. Awesome. Awesome. So, hey, okay. Oh, okay, very good. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to join room 1. I'm going to join room 1. Here we go. Awesome. Hello.
Oh, hi, Linda.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. So yeah, so tell me about that experience. Yeah, I have to set the timer. Sorry. Yeah, 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 yeah. Vicky's like, set the timer. Yes, okay. I have my phone timer on and I'll close the rooms at 6 minutes. Okay. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, how was it moving through the Ikigai?
It was good. I'm nowhere near done. I think I went into too much detail, but I'm
Yep.
looking forward to continue it on. I was very hesitant to go into too much detail because I found that in the past, if I do the voice to text, it always like freezes and never works. And I have had to re-record things so many times that I'm just like a little bit like trigger shy with that, but I really want to start to get more comfortable with it. So it's like,
Great.
okay, talk for kind of 2 minutes, even just like hit the button to record, answer just one question, say I'll be back. So it was just kind of more like, I think it was like a twofold part of the exercise for me to like actually dig deep, which felt good. And just the excitement and anticipation to be like, I can verbalize all this stuff of like examples of why people, the feedback that I've gotten from people, but I don't know how to explain that and I don't know the why underneath. So, very optimistic and excited to go through the whole exercise and see what comes out at the end. But then also getting more comfortable with the voice to text and getting a little bit more trust with the system itself that it's not going to listen to me and then just be like, oh, I heard nothing. Sorry, there's an error.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and actually, so when you do this, I haven't said this yet, but I'll do it when we come back from our breakouts here. When you do this exercise, and like you said, when you like you fill it with a ton of detail, which is totally okay,
Mhm.
it will start to tell you, like if, okay, next week when you're working on something and you say, on this project, please make sure it aligns with my mission and my purpose. Let's just say you use
Mm,
that
mhm.
statement.
Yep.
It could very well, and it has happened, to say, this does not align with your mission.
Oh, that would be great.
So depending on what you're asking it, it will actually now have that filter, which is
Right.
so cool, which is like,
Yeah,
how do you get a business partner that is going to actually be like, no, don't do it that way. Do it this
totally.
way, right? And then you can say, well, then what do you recommend? And it will start to like give you other answers. It's a wonderful tool.
Hmm.
Like it really, really is. So
Oh,
thank
I
you for
love that.
participating. Thank you for like diving in. I mean, I think perhaps we didn't quite, preface that this was going to be a deep dive today. And we were going to do, I have some 10 prompts that, can just give you income goals and income streams and, things like that. But that's really simple and really easy. And
Yeah.
we're going to give that as a resource later on anyway, to
Okay.
go ask those questions and figure it out on your own. So we felt that what was more of value today was doing these steps
Totally.
and giving people the 10-15 minutes time, because you, even me, when we got the Ikigai at the exact same time, my husband had it done in the day we got it, because he was so excited the way Vicky had
Right.
explained it, that he was so excited. Now he was also in a weird space with his business, and so it was that thing that was like, oh, this is what I need. Like he knew immediately this
Hmm.
is what he needed. And
Yeah.
so like boom, he just went off. He spent an hour revising and doing that thing. And then once you get to part 5, where it does the overlaps and it gives you these ideas, so then it
Hmm.
gives you ideas, and then you're like, well, what about if this? And so
Yes.
then now it's evolving even more and being more creative. So this is where it could take you down the said rabbit hole. But again, he changed his entire business because of it.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
super powerful. And so that's what we want for everybody. We just want to empower everybody to think like that and walk around like that, and knowing you have that tool, this at your
Hmm.
fingertips, and getting used
Hmm.
to voice texting. Like when I'm walking the dog, I'm literally like, listen, I have a problem.
Right.
and
Yeah.
and that's how we have to start talking to it.
Yeah.
And it takes time because it's very strange.
It
And
does. Yeah.
but you don't want to think like I'm talking to a robot, right?
That's right.
And
Yeah.
then so now, based on your purpose, based on your mission, based on my skill set, how
Hmm.
important is it to get that right before you can go build your income goals, how you're going to
Totally.
scale, how you're going to get other streams of revenue. So that's why we took today. So I'm glad you dove right in and
No.
you're excited for the
Yeah.
rest. And so this tool, the Ikigai tool, is actually from the company that developed it. It's like incredible. The gentleman who developed it has spent like 10,000 hours. He's a Harvard graduate, a Princeton graduate. He's spoken all over the world. And so I went to that class to get it.
Okay.
And so
Hmm.
like here we are giving it away for free, which is amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
So
That's
and
so
then
super
if
cool.
you have team members,
Yes.
so you can share it and
Right.
let them do this exercise, maybe as a team building exercise when you're all
Yeah.
on Zoom together, like we are together.
Yeah. Yeah.
How cool is that?
Absolutely. No, 100%. And I
So
even support a lot of coaches too. And it's fascinating to me because they are going into these big organizations, flying around the world, doing these type of conversations in like a 1 day deep dive with different teams and stuff. And it's just like, trying to stay ahead of the curve. Like at what point our organization's going to be like, you know what, I'm going to save 6 figures by not bringing you here for 6 months and just start using tools like this, right? So how can I help them stay ahead of the game as well to still use it as a tool to streamline their work when there's, 100 different conversations going along. And so,
yes. Whoops.
yeah, but
Okay. So that was my timer. I guess I'm going to stop the breakout rooms.
okay, no, sounds
Thank
good.
you.
I'll head to the other side. Thanks for
Awesome.
jumping into
Awesome.
the room.
Yeah,
So I
thank
don't have to by
you. Nice to
myself.
chat. Nice to
Okay,
chat.
thanks,
All
Linda.
right.
Bye-bye.
There we go. So everybody should be coming back now. We've got 60 seconds to come back. This is great. Awesome.
Perfect.
Oh, and so, but you and I were supposed to have like a one-to-one call, right?
No.
No, I thought you and
Uh,
I were on Facebook or LinkedIn. Were we not?
oh, were we? I don't remember.
Let me look. I'm gonna go Jackie.
Maybe we were. I don't recall that.
Yeah, so let me see if our chat started here. Message. Oh, you're in Alberta, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, oh, my message was not here. Why am I thinking I could be mixing you up with another Jackie? Um, hmm, okay. Well, anyways.
Surface level stuff, the stuff that you're already doing, as opposed to like actually having time to go deeper. It's kind of like journaling, right? Like the more you journal, they tell you don't listen to the first 5 minutes of journaling. Like pay attention to what comes out once you've gotten all the surface stuff, once you've peeled back the standard layers. And this exercise would be the same. So we made you do it real fast, rapid fire, and Cassar just made a good point. Like you're kind of just mentioning the more practical stuff at the top. So when you have more time, and we certainly encourage you, and we'll tell you why, to go back and do this exercise, give yourself at least an hour and really go deep. But for those that did stay, thank you for staying. You know, like this is really hard work. And it's deep work, and we want to give everyone just a chance to share in a group. Like, did something come up in your one-on-one breakout session that you think would be worthy of, sharing with everyone? Somebody, one person, come
Yes,
on.
right?
Yes, thank you, Ange.
Okay, Kim
No,
is going.
it's
Go ahead,
Kim.
Kim, and then Ange. Okay.
Okay.
I found that I should have paid for the ChatGPT
Ah, ah,
because I ran out of my limit. So I desperately was trying to connect and realized I was signed in. So I am definitely going to pay because I
amazing.
think what it brought up for me for the first little bit was amazing, and it's helping me kind of. I have a terrible memory and I don't remember anything. So it's giving me questions to say, okay, what did you like? And I'm like, oh, I like swimming and I like this and I like that. And then I put it together and I'm like, holy shit, that was amazing. Like for it to help me piece together because my memory is awful. So thank
Amazing.
you.
Awesome.
Amazing.
And I know that Cecilia's was tapped out too. So did you upgrade and pay or not yet?
Not yet, but I'm in, it was right at stage 5 where
Okay.
I ran out.
Ah,
And
of
then I was like,
course.
okay, I don't want to touch it because I just did all 4 stages and I'll do it afterwards because it's saved on my account. So
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And so when I was with Jackie in the breakout, she was just saying that she was starting to feel like she was putting too much into the answers. So she hadn't quite got to where it is. It's up to you guys. Now you have the tool. This is the main thing. You now have your own business partner who knows to think like you and act like you and give you answers like how you want them because it knows your mission, your passion, your driven, your goals. And so that is the power of this. And you know what? Just the fact that you guys are getting used to voice texting, which is an odd thing to a robot, if that's how you're still thinking about it, but that will go away. That will go away because now I'm like, hey, chat, I've got a big problem, And so that's how I talk to it. And so yeah, so Cecilia, is that what you're thinking too?
no, I have a very specific question.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Um, can I tell, can I tell this chat GPT use my Ikigai answers to help build this answer?
Yes.
Absolutely correct.
Now you're
Correct.
making the connections on how to
That's
leverage AI as a thought partner. That is
Okay, so
absolutely.
it'll
exactly.
go in and see my answers and then relate it to what I'm asking afterwards. Okay, perfect.
Yes. And I'm just going to wrap this up before for when Jackie and I were talking is that I will tell you guys now this is your programming your business partner. And if you say next week sometime, whatever, and you're like, hey, I have this idea. I want to do this for my business. It may very well say, no, that actually doesn't align with your mission or your goals. So be prepared. It has a filter now. It can do that. It has done that. It's told me
Especially if you prompt it.
I'm
Especially if you
not
prompt it for that.
yeah, yeah. So this is what's really, really cool is that, it'll save you hopefully mistakes. It'll save you money. Jackie and I were talking about how it could save us money. So this is the main thing. So go ahead. Let's take it away. We've
Yeah.
got 15 power minutes left.
Yeah. So right
So
here, I want
yeah.
you all to know. So mine says hide from sidebar because I
Oh,
already have it over here in my sidebar. If
yes.
you click this drop down, it's going to say pin to sidebar. And this GPT, you will always have access to it in your sidebar. Of course, now that you've started the conversation down here, that's going to live in your conversations. But if you want to revisit from a blank slate, you want to
Yes.
pin it to your sidebar.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, let's keep going. So
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to keep sharing. I very quickly, before we move on to talking about the bonus call, I do want to talk about my community platform. And that's because this is a place where you can ask questions. As you're going through this exercise, or you're going through any GPT exercise, as you're really starting to learn ChatGPT, I want you to have support because a lot of stuff comes up. You have frustrations, you have wins, you have questions. That's not what I wanted to click. Okay, present. So this was Linda's idea, and I thought it was brilliant. And I've spent the last 3 weeks populating this resource so that when you guys log in, you have 30 free days, and it's 27 bucks after that. You have a place where you can, everything that you've absorbed. This was drinking from the fire hose the last 3 weeks, and I acknowledge that, and I'm sorry at the same time as saying there's just a lot to cover, especially since I want to onboard you guys as quickly as possible. So this resource, this launch pad is essentially your launch pad. This is to help you start to feel more comfortable. But the points that I really want to mention are that Q&A. So you can ask me anything and I will answer it directly. Right now, you're a founding member. I have the time, I have the ability to give you guys sort of that one-on-one support inside of this community. And there will be a monthly workshop. So yesterday or last week we did those prompts. Oh my gosh, we rushed through them. I thought the one that we did with Casser was a brilliant. The SEO one is brilliant. I want to give you guys space to actually work on these prompts for your business as opposed to trying to cover 8 different prompts in 1 hour. It's not possible. So this is like micro learning opportunities, no big AI download. That's going to overwhelm you. It's the practice, it's the application of these small micro wins that are really going to help you understand how AI can be used most effectively in your business. Free for 30 days. If you join between now and our bonus call, which we'll get to next, I'm willing to give you guys, okay, I got that slide too, a free clarity call. So this is me and you one-on-one trying to figure out how AI can best support your unique workflows. Everybody works differently. You can have 2 accountants. They're going to work differently. They're going to need different AI workflows. How I suggest you approach this launchpad. We are all busy. I get it. Joining another community. Oh my God, that sounds like so much work. It's the easiest platform. I've had so much fun putting this community together. It's so user friendly. I can't believe it. If anyone ever wants to set up a community, I'm happy to walk you through this platform. I suggest you take just 45 minutes to go through some stuff. That's it. Just like absorb a couple things and then spend 45 minutes trying to apply what you've learned. Even if it's just like 3 or 4 quick tips, prompt tips. Weekly contribution. If you just ask one question and share one win and join the monthly call, you will get more out of this launchpad than trying to like watch ad hoc AI videos or just trying to learn on your own. This is just going to provide you the little bit of guidance that's going to keep you on the right path. Okay, so then the bonus call. The Ikigai, that was a lot of work. You have 3 weeks to redo this exercise and do it with as much detail, as much nuance, as much time as you want. Please share this with a friend, somebody that you know is going to benefit from this GPT. So we showed you in last class how you can share a link, but if you need help with that, we can help you in the next 3 weeks. It's very simple. Just share this GPT link with them, and I'll actually drop it in the Zoom call, or I'll drop it again. Bring them to the call. So you're going to complete this Ikigai exercise. You're going to save it as a Word document, the steps. You're going to save it. And then we're going to do, I, okay, I don't have it. Yeah, I did have it. The Create Your Life Action Plan. There we
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Okay, another custom GPT. So this is why Linda's preface of like your goals and what you want to achieve. This is where we're going to go through. What are the skills and resources that you need to bring your Ikigai to life? What are the problem? Identify the problems ahead of time and what the solutions are. What are the goals that are going to help you get to actually achieve your Ikigai? What are the milestones? What is the timeline? So this is like the actual roadmap to putting your Ikigai into action. And so that's Monday, October 20th, and you have 3 weeks to do this. And Linda, now maybe is a good time to mention that PDF document. Do you want to? Yeah, it's a
Sure.
lot, but just this is a really cool exercise. And please
Um,
add me to LinkedIn.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. Anyways, like I said, so I wanted to do the Rolls-Royce of businesses and give you a car and give you a car and give you a car and everybody's getting a car. And the Rolls Royce of entrepreneurship is recurring revenue. And so I have the 10 prompts that will help you do that. Again, we felt that today's exercise was much more important in order to help you build that way in scalable ways. So we do have that document. Now, I did share it with Vicky, and then she said, well, let's put it as a document. Where did you want it? Right now in the
I think in the
recap?
follow-up email,
Yeah, I'll
and
just
we'll
put, okay.
explain, yeah, just
Okay.
explain the exercise.
Okay, awesome. So I am going to attach a document into your recap of today's recording, and you are going to take that document and upload it into ChatGPT, your chat. And then you are going to ask it, we'll give you more steps in the recap as well, what you need to do with it. But basically, we are teaching you to take a document from the world, putting it into your chat GPT, and then we're going to, just like Cecilia was saying, like, oh, can you answer the questions as per my Ikigai outcome? Answer these 10 prompts and see where that goes. It's going to be freaking phenomenal. This is where the rubber hits the road, if you will, and it really, really exciting why we're doing a bonus call for you because we really couldn't pack this all together in 60 minutes. So we're going to do it on the 20th. So again, I'll put the document with the prompts in the recap today with this recording. We are obviously trying to build a community as well, the Launchpad for AI. So we are asking you to bring one new friend with you on the 20th. That would be amazing. And the Ikigai alone has been super valuable. I think I asked you before, but I'm pretty sure I can ask you again now. If you got something out of today's call, can you please throw in the chat 3 7s like you hit the lottery at the casino? 777 if Vicky gave you some awesome tips or you saw something amazing. We're going to keep that going, keep this growing because we have to move with this tool. We have to move with it. And we're building that so that we can all do that and no one is left or lost because that would be the worst because other businesses are going to take off at lightning speed. No, no, no. Our businesses are going to take off at lightning speed because we're doing the work and we're doing this together. So
Res-
please,
Yeah,
yeah,
setting
get
up
on
meetings.
get on the launch pad. It's free for 30 days. Go play around in there, ask questions. It's quite fun. And then when your
Yeah.
reply comes in, it's great. It is super easy, like you said. Now, I hope the link for your launch pad is in the chat. Is that what you
Yeah,
did?
it is. So I
Okay,
put a link
cool.
to the main website, and then on
Awesome.
that website, you can click through to the Launchpad, and then you'll see a page for that. Um, and
Awesome.
I want to point out these 10 questions that Linda put together because these are really going to make you think. And if you had to answer these all on your own, like, oh my God, it's so overwhelming.
Yeah.
So you take your Ikigai answers and you save it as a Word or a PDF document. However you want to save it, ChatGPT can read Word and PDF documents. Okay, so that's going to require a little bit of manual copy paste. Once you're happy with step one, you copy it into a Word. Step two, step three, step four. You're going to upload that document. We showed you how to do that last session. Upload your Ikigai final document. Upload these 10 questions. You're going to have two attachments, and you're going to say, ChatGPT, help me answer these 10 questions using my Ikigai. And then it's going to give you a start. And then you can go from there. This is a fun bonus exercise. We'll give you the instructions on how to do that. But this is how you're going to leverage AI. Make AI do the connections. You do the heavy lifting, and it connects the dots. Okay,
Okay.
we have 6 minutes.
Okay, we have 6 minutes and people cannot get onto your link. So I don't know, did you put
Okay.
the right link? Let's make sure we'll send it out in the recap again as well. But yeah, anyone want to share their mission statement? Did they get to the end of their mission statement? Did
Oh,
anyone
it
get
worked for
that far?
me.
Yeah, both Ange and Jackie have not
If you're logged
didn't
in,
get.
Vicky, try logging out and using it as someone who's not
Thank you.
an admin.
Okay.
Because I'm just getting 404 page not found.
Okay. I have a feeling I know why.
All good, all good. So Sylvie, you hopped on a bit later, but just make sure you take the time. Heba hopped on a little bit later. The link from Save the Chat today, is it safe to use confidential information? So I did hear somewhere somebody saying bank statements, uploading bank statements. Personally, I would not do that. Also, personally, it's up to you. What you put in is now going to be into the world of the web and everything else. So that's up to you, but great question. But I hope that, when you're talking about your skills, your strengths, your mission, what brings you joy, how can you earn income? I mean, hopefully that's fairly straightforward, or maybe you're asking for other reasons. But, anyways, just like we said, we've got 3 weeks to make sure your Ikigai answer, your purpose in life comes together. And then now we're going to send you the other document to ask the 10 prompts of how you can earn more income, expand that vision, expand your bank account by doing that. So that's what we were giving you today. Please bookmark October 20th and 11 to 12. I'm sure you picked the same time. And let's be on the launch pad where we can continue this conversation. I think that's other big piece is that now you go, well, now what? And I have a question, and you're like, and you could ask me directly, but it's better to ask Vicky directly. I'm no guru, but I'm getting there. I'm feeling good, but I just want you to answer using the voice to text. Talk to it as your business partner. I have a big decision to make. I need to decide between A and B. Help me with my mission and my answers. Make the best decision that's aligned with my business and my goals and who I am. And this is going to take some time. It's going to take some time. But like Kim said, what is coming up? When you see the answers formulate, and some of it for me, the ecosystem that I didn't even realize I was building is just like gave me goosebumps right away. So there's going to be only good stuff is going to come from doing this. That's the main thing. Only good stuff is coming. So yes, Vicky.
Okay, I do kind of want to give, if anybody wants to share anything else, like please, like the only way we're going to learn AI is by sharing how we're using AI. There's too many ways to use it, and we need to, like, if you're using it, I've heard this so many times. Someone else shares with me how they're using it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could apply that to me. So, like, how are you, like, would anyone like to just share an AI win that they had in this past week? Or it could be an AI frustration, but I feel like we should end on an AI win, something where you just went, oh my God, I can't believe that's possible. Yeah. Remy.
Remy.
So the same process you follow with the Ikigai. I was telling Angela before that I did that with another book I'm working on, a book that I'm found of it really interesting. I want to implement that. And so I said to chat, can you take that book and drive me questions one by one so that I get to answer the questions and work through the book? And I think that's kind of the same approach that you're doing there. And I think it helped me launch a new activity for me. And just by doing the step by step, I was asking a lot of questions. I said, no, one question after the other, I answer, and it build my team together.
Awesome. That is amazing. That's the thing is that extracting summaries of books and things like that, or just give me the best questions, top answers, those types of things. And we just need to keep doing it. So, guys, thank you. It's 2 minutes before the hour. If you want to ask anything else, stay on. Otherwise, we're ready and free to go. Have fun.
I
Yeah, Vicky.
recognize, okay, so thank you, Ange. So I changed my subdomain because I wanted it to be work with Vicky and not work with AI. And I think that means I need to go back and change a few other links. So please be patient with me. I'm going to do it right now. The initial link works. So just hold on to that one, and I will make sure that the actual link to join the Launchpad is working. And I also want to upload a new
It
video.
is working. I'm there. I'm
Yeah,
there
I know, but
chatting.
when you
So
go
it's
click to join the
okay.
Launchpad, that's what doesn't work. So I just
Okay.
need to check the subdomain of the other
Got it.
pages as well. Oh, tech issues.
Yeah.
But thank
That's
you for
real
checking
life. That's
and
how we
thank you.
roll.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on the 20th. Enjoy your chat, 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 chat. Take care, everybody. Let me go. Let me go here. Awesome. 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 Lots of sevens. Good for you. I mean, obviously, there's so much learning.
Yeah. So are we gonna have the recording, Linda?
Yes, I email the recording every week after the call
Oh,
because my computer has to do what it does.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then I post
smart
it on the member login resource center.
influences. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's two already there. This is the third one.
Yes.
Yeah. So make
Okay.
sure you've read. Make sure you listen to those two, and then you
Yes.
can go to this one.
The third one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Ah,
Yeah. Especially
Oh,
Sylvia. Yeah. If you weren't on the
Jackie was
first,
asking. Okay, you answered her question. Okay, awesome, awesome.
yeah, the
Canadian
USD.
or
Yeah.
US? Right, right, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Jackie, were you on the first or second call?
She's gone now. She's
Oh no,
gone
sorry,
now.
not Jackie, Sylvie. Sorry.
Oh,
The
oh.
first